I've spent a good deal of my life on boats and around the water, and I've always worn some sort of waterproof watch styled loosely on the Submariner. I always thought that was about as good as a watch could look. But 4 or 5 years ago, I became really enamored with the look of the Rolex Yachtmaster. I decided I wanted to get one, but I wanted one in quartz. Now, Invicta makes one, but they got it wrong. It's 47 millimeters. That'd be great if I were Flavor Flav and this was 1999. There were a bunch of companies making what they called Yachtmasters with an NH35 movement, but I didn't want an automatic. I finally decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my Invicta subs, buy a ring for it, and make it into a Yachtmaster. The problem is the rings don't fit the Invicta. I did buy a couple of Seiko versions of a Yachtmaster, but they don't do homage. They do their own thing. And these were nice watches, but for some reason they decided to put screws through the case of the watch. They're non-functional, and they just drove me crazy. I didn't like the look of it. Then one day, I got an ad from AliExpress for an Addies Dive Yatchmaster for 30 bucks. I said, okay, I'm in. I went to look for a black strap for it. When I got back, I got the Addies Dive watch up, and it was all different prices, a whole lot more than what the ad had been. I checked on eBay. They were like twice as much on eBay. Then, a week later, I got this ad for a Yachtmaster with a metal band. I said, okay. I ordered a yellow one, and I ordered a black rubber band to go with it. And when it arrived, well, I got the AliExpress adventure. The metal band, in this case, was made out of bright plastic yellow. Now, when I say this band is yellow, it doesn't show up here in the video, but this band is seriously yellow. You go wearing this watch around with this band, you might as well have a big sign on your back that says to everybody, hey, look at me, I've got a watch, I've got a watch. But I had bought a black band, so I was not disappointed. I had bought one of the Addies Dive subs and was really impressed with it. And I was very impressed when I took this out of the box and looked at it. The workmanship seemed to be equal to the sub version I had bought earlier. And I said, let me check it out. Let me make sure it's as good. The workmanship is consistent, etc. And I decided first thing I'll do is I'll check the bezel and see what the action is like on the bezel. Being an idiot, I discovered I couldn't move the bezel. Oh my goodness, I got one that's broken. Actually, it was covered with shrink wrap that I didn't quite see. And when I got the shrink wrap off, it was perfect. 120 clicks, very smooth, much smoother than any of the three Invictas that I own. And I was just quite happy. I thought, boy, this is really, really going to be what I want. So I said, let me change the band out, put a black Yachtmaster band on it, and that'll just be about as good as it gets. The bands have those spring-loaded pins in them that you can get without, trying to fit a razor blade or something down in there. So it should be easy. The screw-down stem, is really well machined. Big gasket at the bottom of it to seal out the water. The threads are smooth. It's really a remarkably nicely made watch. I put it, the finish of it, above any of the Invictus I own, and they're not bad. I like them and wear them a lot. But this is like a step above, in my opinion. Anyway, uh, with those pins in the band, you can get the band off easier than if you had to wedge a piece in there and whatnot. And I decided to try it on with gloves, which of course did not work quite as well as it would have if I'd taken the gloves off. But I was afraid of leaving fingerprints all over it, so I did it with the gloves on, and it took maybe 2 minutes to get the whole thing switched up. So if you don't like the colored bands on these watches, you can very quickly change it to the way you want it. I did have a couple of thoughts though after I sold it. The minute chapter is bright yellow, and I thought that may be a bit much. The whole watch weighs 3.15 ounces with the rubber band, and I kept thinking that minute chapter, I don't know. So they sent another ad for one that was $32 with the metal band and a black face and just a silver chapter ring with no chapter on it, basically. I ordered it, and it came, and it was, surprise, surprise, exactly what I ordered. If you like a metal bracelet, this is a quality metal bracelet. It's just totally different than what you see with the Invicta. The Invicta is kind of a flimsy, lightweight kind of deal, and this is solid and substantial and well machined. There's not a lot of tarting up on this watch. There's no, middle of the links polished out and whatnot. It's a finish I like. The stem and the bezel and everything works just as they did on the other watch. I do think the AddiesDive logo is strange. It looks sort of like an Android logo to me, which is bizarre. The watch weighs 5.5 ounces with the metal band. My Invictas in quartz with a metal band weigh about 4.4, and that difference is all in the quality of the band. The band is really substantial and well machined. It does have the end links are machined rather than a press kind of pressed steel piece you usually see on the end of this sort of watch. This makes it a lot harder to change the band. But like I said, if you want a metal band, that's the way to go. This logo looks kind of like an insect to me, and it's kind of strange. I must tell you, after I got the black one, I started to like the yellow one more. I wear the yellow one almost every day. I wear the black one to fancier occasions where I don't want to intrude too much. But I love these watches. They're incredible. $30 a piece. It would have cost me $60 for an Invicta quartz, and I got two. I'm loving it. I highly recommend it. Highly.